In this video, we're going to learn how to see how your list responds to different kinds of messages. One way of trying different things with your list is to do split testing. Just a side note, you won't be able to create a split test unless you have at least 100 people on your list, because otherwise it's really hard to test a smaller list to get a real feel of what the results will be. On my other accounts, because I just opened it, I don't have the option to even create a split test. So that's kind of Aweber's rules when it comes to split testing. The purpose of split testing is really to, especially when you're just starting out, is to change what the subject is, because it's the subject that's really going to determine whether somebody feels the need to open your email or not open your email. So that's exactly what you should be split testing. Not so much what's in the copy, but you can also test that too, 100%. Another thing to note is that when you're creating a broadcast, you can actually incorporate many lists in a particular broadcast. However, when you're creating a split test, it's only for one list. So you can't create one broadcast and select multiple lists and have it split tested. It doesn't work that way. I actually spoke to Aweber and they said that they were kind of working on that, but they're nowhere near completion with that. But that's something in the works, because it just makes sense to use something like that. So if you did want to create split tests with multiple lists, the easiest thing to really do is to pick a segment of certain lists and test that with one subject line, and then create another segment and test the other list with another subject line. So that's how you kind of create your own split test manually. But if you didn't want to do it manually, you just take one list and you would click create split test. Now you can create up to 4 tests, and they all have to add up to 100%. So you can do 2 and do 50-50, or you can do 4 and do 25. 25, 25, 25. So they all have to add up to 100%, and then you just choose which kind of format you'd like it in. And so all you need to do is click this button, create new split test. And a new split test should be created for you. Nothing's going to happen when you click this button. So when you go back to your broadcasts, you'll see that 4 new messages have been created because we chose 25% for 4 messages. If you would have chose 50, there would only be 2. So now you would have to go in and kind of change these subjects and insert the messages into all 4 of these tests. So I'm going to just go ahead and delete these because I do not want to do a split test right now. So that's what you need to do to test your list. Test new subject lines, test personalizing them, test not personalizing them. Just test, because you really want to see what types of messages your list responds to, and you'll only learn that over time when you do more tests. So split testing is awesome. I recommend you do it, and that's how you see what your list wants. You use the split testing feature.